This is a 2011 Honda Fit that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace for only $2,300. And on this video, I'm gonna show you the full process of flipping this car and making it profitable. I'm gonna show you step by step how we're gonna turn this car into over $3,000 in profit. We're gonna fix everything that needs to be fixed on this car. I'm gonna paint this car. I'm gonna show you everything so you can do this at home. Let's get into the video. So before we start this video, let's talk about how I was able to get this car for so cheap. I use an app called Swoopa. Now Swoopa is a sponsor of this video and I use them all the time. The Swoopa app has an AI technology that's gonna send you notifications every time a new car is listed on your favorite marketplace like Facebook, Craigslist, whatever it is. Swoopa is gonna send you an instant notification as soon as the seller lists that up. So you're gonna get it right to your phone as if it was a text. And not only that, Swoopa's built-in AI technology also tells you if the car is a steal or a deal, how much they're selling in your area, how much you should be able to get for them. So if you want to start getting sick deals like this, make sure you download the app. The link is below in the bio. Download the Swoopa app right now. Okay guys, now that we have our Honda Fit home, let's go over this car and see how I was able to negotiate the price so low. Let's see what's wrong with this car. Let's see the things we have to fix on this car. Let's check it out. So looking at this Honda Fit, there's not too much wrong with it. The story with this car is the seller was a lady who was going to trade in her car and they offered her only $1,000 at the Honda dealer where she originally bought the car, and she was the only owner. She actually has 0 accidents on this. I ran the Carfax. This is definitely a steal. But the problem is Honda offered her too low of a price for the car. Now what Honda does is they'll probably take a car like this, buy it from her for $1,000 or fake put it into her next car note. If she would have took the bait, they would have said, hey, we'll take off $3,000 for your next car, and they'll give the $3,000 for it and they'll put it into the next car. But she was smart and she wanted to sell it on her own. And this is where I was able to negotiate the price down an additional $1,200 from what she wanted. Now, when I first went to go see this car, I noticed that there was fading paint. Now this is not that bad. We have to re-clear coat this car. You can see that the paint is faded right here on the hood. Also our headlights are oxidized. They're pretty blurred out. So you can see our headlights will need to be redone. Coming along at the top of the roof, you can see that this is faded as well. We have all these faded spots on top of the roof. So this is gonna have to be re-cleared as well. Coming along to this fender right here, we have a nice dent right here. You can see it's pretty dented in right here. So that's gonna need to be pulled out. Another issue we're having here is that the trunk does not open. So the trunk won't open at all. I'm assuming it's the latch on here or maybe the actuator that actually opens up the trunk, but the latch itself is stuck. It doesn't even move. Like it's supposed to give you some type of play. There's nothing. But we do have really good tires all around. They all look pretty good. Let's check out the interior. The interior looks really good. Just a little bit of staining on the seats. This mat right here has a hole from like, I guess, the person's foot just going back and forth, but under it, the carpet looks good. You can see they saved it. It's just a mat under it. Check out the back. Back looks really good. Just minor stains. Let's start her up and pop the hood. Under the hood looks really good, sounds good, has that normal Honda sound to it. Battery looks good, just a little dirty. All of our oils look really good on this car. I mean, this lady really kept up with the maintenance through Honda. You can check out that engine oil is nice and golden. And just like the last Honda I had on this channel, she kept up with the transmission fluid as well, which is very surprising. Look at that, it's beautiful guys, it's pink. You do not see this. There is also no codes on this car. Let's scan it so I can show you. Enter the engine, read codes, stored codes, no codes in this module, pending codes, no pending codes. So this thing is looking really good. So besides our exhaust leak, besides our peeling paint and our dent on the fender, our oxidized headlights, our trunk that doesn't open, this car is in pretty good shape. Let's get started. So here's the goal. We want to try to get rid of this faded paint on here without messing up the paint under it. So we have our hood right here and our roof that needs to be sanded down. Now the reason why I don't want to mess up this base coat under this clear coat is because simply I don't want to buy base coat. I don't want to spend more money than I have to on this car. I want to get it done as cheap as possible so I could be more profitable. We're going to try to get this clear coat down by wet sanding it with a 600 grit, and hopefully we don't burn through this base coat. So I started off with a 600 grit sandpaper because I didn't want to go with too strong of a course on that peeling clear coat because I didn't want to burn through everything. So I used the lightest sandpaper I can use, pretty much, which was the 600. And unfortunately, this happened. So basically right away, you can see that the clear coat went through and broke through the base coat. And you can see this is primer right under that base coat. So even though I used a very light sandpaper and I wet sanded it, I didn't use the machine and make it too harsh. I tried my best to be as delicate as possible. I guess that base coat wasn't protected for so long with that peeling clear coat. So that base coat was just weak. The rest of the base coat is not coming off because we're just sanding down the clear. This clear coat that we sanded down went through to the base coat down to the primer. So here's the example. You have the clear coat, which we sanded down because we're going to re-clear it. You have the base coat, which looks a little more shinier than the clear coat around it because it's just base coat. And then right under that base coat, we have our primer. We were trying to avoid all that and just have this look like the outside area. We wanted this part to look like that, but unfortunately, again, this paint was too weak to be able to handle that 600 grit. So at this point, we had to take care of those oxidized headlights. So we sanded them down with a 600, 1000, then a 2000 because those are going to get clear coated along with the car. And then from there, we went to the roof and we sanded the whole roof down with 600, and all of those peeling spots, we did the same thing we did on the hood. We concentrated on those. And of course, some of those areas burned through as well. Made sure everything was clean, and then now it was time to tape off the car. So we went ahead and taped off the car and we cleaned every panel to make sure that there's no dirt or dust or anything like that. If you leave the car panels dirty, then you will see the dust through the paint. So you want to make sure that you clean those panels, especially if you're painting outside like me. Make sure you're using a tack rag and make sure that you're using lint-free paper towels. Okay, so we're about to start our paint, and for our base coat, we'll be using this can spray that I got from the paint store. It's matched directly to this car, and this is a Spray Max product. Really good, 1K. So this is like a professional base coat in a can. And the reason why I got the base coat in a can is because we don't need too much base coat at all. I'm not gonna fill up my paint gun just for these little spots that need painting. And for our clear coat, we will be using our paint gun, and we're gonna clear coat the whole hood, and we're also gonna clear coat the whole top of the car. And the reason we do that is because we want everything to match. We're gonna fill in all of these small areas, also the ones on the roof, with the base coat. Then we're gonna clear coat the rest. Let's get started. Now, using a spray can could be a little hard at first. Just make sure that you're keeping your distance about 5 to 6 inches away from the panel, and you want to do it the same way I'm doing it, just in a consistent up and down basis. Don't sit there in one spot because you will leave a big piece of paint right there on the panel. You don't want that. You want it to be as smooth as possible. And as you can see, that this paint is matching perfect. Our second strokes, we're gonna go a lot slower and really lay down the paint. You can see it matches perfectly with the panel. The clear coat is gonna bring out all of that ash that you see, and it's gonna turn nice and glossy, guys. So the clear coat is the most important part on this particular car. We're gonna go ahead and start laying down our clear, guys. Okay, so we mixed out our clear coat. It's ready to go in the paint gun. You're gonna get way better results if you use a paint gun, guys. You can use any cheap paint gun. Just make sure it's good for clear coat. Check out the reviews. Now you're gonna lay it down. You wanna be at least 5 to 6 inches away from the panel. And we wanna do a 75% layover, meaning that once I put one stroke, I'm gonna lay it down 75% over the next one. So we wanna stay a little bit closer when it comes time to the clear coat. And you can see the results are great. It's looking like glass now. And what we're doing here is clearing out those oxidized headlights and making sure that they look good as well. This is gonna give you a really good UV protection because it's clear coat, guys. It's not gonna go away. Same thing on the roof, starting in the middle, and then we're gonna work our way all the way to the back. A lot of people have been asking me in the comments, how do I end up picking the right cars? Guys, I put together a step-by-step course for you guys out there. You're gonna love it. Check out my website, Flipping Cars for Fun. It's a banger, guys. I'm showing you guys exactly how to get into this game, how to get your dealer license, how to find the right flips, guys. Finding the right flips is gonna be the most important part. I break it down step by step. You definitely won't regret it, guys. Anyway, guys, look at the results on this car. Super shiny, looks beautiful. We're gonna unveil this thing and bring it back to life. Okay, so now we gotta get to this trunk. this trunk is stuck. The lever right here does not move. It seems like it's all rusted out and just like stuck. So the first thing I want to do here is see if I can even get this thing open so we can take a look. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is climb back here and see what's going on. So we have this little square piece right here where the door mechanics is hidden inside. So what I'm gonna do here is pop this thing open, and I'm gonna come in here. You can see that, I can tell that it's stuck because there's a little white piece right here that's supposed to go up and down. So we're gonna try to move it to the side by picking this up. And let's see if that opens up the trunk. So the object here is we gotta get that little white piece down so that we can finally open the trunk. Now there you have it. That's exactly what it was. Now I'm not exactly sure if it's the actuator or the handle, but I ordered both just in case. So we're gonna try to do the handle first. If that doesn't work on its own, then we're gonna change the actuator as well. So let's tear this thing apart. Okay, so we got our panel off. Looks like this is our handle right here. It has this cable. It looks like we need to remove this part right here. So remove this panel. So I'm gonna have to remove this windshield wiper first. Just like I suspected, guys, it's super rusty. Can't even move. You can see all of the rust around here on the side. This thing is bad. It's supposed to go up and down with this spring, but we're gonna remove it, change it out. Man, this thing is destroyed. Super rusty. Wow. So we got our new one here, fresh out the box. Nice new spring on there. Let's close this thing up and give it a test before we put everything back together, because we might have to do the actuator. Let's see if it was just a handle. Let's close it up. You guys ready? Let's go. Oh, there we go. It was just the handle. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together, and I'm gonna return the actuator, because what's the point of wasting money if we didn't need it? All right, so for this dent here on the fender, as you can see, it's going in. You can check that out. There's like a straight line right here. We're gonna try to pull this out with my PDR kit. Let's go ahead and clean the surface. Now we're gonna use our dent puller. This is a cold blue puller. So the first thing we're gonna do is heat up this fender a little bit with our heat gun. Then we're gonna use our puller and basically pull out that dent, and we don't have to worry about painting this thing. Let's do it. Heat up the glue a little bit. Let's put it on there. Give it a little twist. All right, let's give it a pull. Nice. All right, so we got this part out. I'm gonna work on this area a little bit. You can see that from a nice angle. It's nice and pulled out. We just gotta clean up this glue. We should be good to go. There we go, guys. Huge difference in this dent. Not even noticeable at all. Little time, it's not 100% perfect, but it looks really good. You can't even notice that anything happened here. Okay guys, finally our detail. Let's go ahead and get this car sold. So this car did not need too much detailing, just a vacuum, and we did need to use the wet vac for the seats because they were stained. Now for the seats, I used something called Carpet Bomber, and then I filled up my wet vac and pretty much got the stains out of those seats. Yeah, these seats were pretty bad. I mean, I don't know if they spilled coffee or Coca-Cola. It's pretty brown. So we did have to really go hard on the seats and the panels over here. That Carpet Bomber pretty much works magic. I love it. And as for our panels, what we used was a degreaser, and we just detailed the inside. Looked really good. I went ahead and purchased some mats and put those in there, but the inside was pretty good. The car was well maintained. Just overall great car, and an easier flip than most of my flips. Most of the work was put in when we found the car. The work is put in when you find the car, guys. So let's go over the numbers for this car. Our total paid for the car was $2,300. Our clear coat was 30 bucks. Our paint was $42. Our door handle was $18. The mats for this car was $20, totaling to $2,410. Now this car in my area can go anywhere from $5,500 to $5,800. I'm gonna let it go for $5,600, bringing us to a grand total profit of $3,190, guys. That's right, guys. Every car I get, I try to make at least $2,500 to $3,000. Now people say, how do you do that? I'm gonna show you guys. If you check out the course, I'm guaranteeing that I can show you guys that you can make $3,000 profit off of any car, guys. It's just about finding the right cars. Go ahead, check out the website, Flipping Cars for Fun. This is definitely another banger right here. This was a good deal. The interior looks really good. The exterior looks really good now that we have clear coat on the car. It's no longer peeling on the roof. I really like the way this one came out. I feel really good about it. Looks a whole lot different than it did in the beginning. And I just appreciate all you guys who subscribe and drop comments. I really love you guys in the comments and, you know, just giving me your feedback and showing love, guys. I appreciate all you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out Flipping Cars for Fun. And don't forget about our sponsor, Swoopa, where I get these type of deals because the notifications come to my phone instantly, guys. I can't stress that enough. I will talk to you guys soon. I appreciate you guys for checking out the channel. Check out the next video about to pop up on the screen. Talk to you soon. Jay here, Flipping Cars for Fun.